when lives are on the line.
Are there any obvious injuries?
These men and women will risk theirs.
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
To save yours.
RTC truck.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The two Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh, yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
at high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high risks.
He can't feel his legs, which can be associated with a spinal cord injury.
He's gone over the handlebars and he's landed on his back with a bike on top of it.
High emotions.
Attacked by a cow.
Is it trodden on you? Has it knocked you to the floor?
He's battered.
His main complaint and injury has been trodden on the sternum.
And high drama.
That's been a dent in that truck.
The driver of the tractor self-extricated, walking wounded.
It's the start of another shift at RAF Topcliffe, and the crew are preparing the helicopter and their medical kit for a busy day.
What did you say, 7:21?
For the next 12 hours, pilot Colin and paramedics Al and James must be ready to scramble. 30 miles away in woods near Scarborough, a young mountain biker is about to become their first case.
I'll just go down the taxiway, mate. The wind might be slightly from the right, I'll reject back on. Okay. Everyone happy?
It's a 12-minute flight to the popular biking tracks of Raincliffe Woods. More details for the 999 call are coming in.
99, at the moment, all we've got is 50-year-old male doing a flip while on a push bike, landing heavily, he's breathless, and some altered neurology below the waist over.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee, just confirm the age. Did you say 15 or 50 over?
15, over.
All right. Oh dear.
Yeah, all copied, mate.
So we're on our way to a young lad who's come off his bike and done some sort of somersault type flip. What's concerning about this job is that the caller's reported that he's got some altered neurology, and that might be that he can't feel his legs, which can be associated with a spinal cord injury. Do you think he's in this woods to the sort of 1 o'clock then?
1 o'clock, yeah, that's what it's mapping.
The woods are extensive, and the exact location is unclear, but it seems ground units are with the patient already.
Hello, 99, there is a RRV and CSMC. They are parked on the low road next to Throxonbeck Mere, over.
Yeah, but is that where the casualty is?
Yes, got visual with both RRVs. Do we know where the patient is in relation to where they parked him?
Is that lad come out on his bike? He's not waving, is he? Yeah, he is waving, yeah. He's waving. Yeah, we'll go down there, shall we?
A friend of the patient is desperately signalling to the team.
Okay, happy there?
Yep, just got the kid coming on the bike. Just want to make sure he doesn't come any nearer than the road.
Okay, that's okay.
Happy, yeah?
Yeah.
How long a walk would you say? 2 minutes? 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Right. Air desk medic 2. Apparently it's a 5-minute walk from the vehicle, so we're definitely going to want an MRT over.
It's further than they'd hoped. Al's calling out the local mountain rescue team to help.
Medic 1 for medic 2.
15-year-old Harvey Wiles is in a bad way. He has no sensation from the waist down.
Go ahead, mate.
Yeah, do you think you could bring us a storm shelter and deflect along?
Harvey was mountain biking in the woods with a group of friends when a daring jump went badly wrong.
I've came up here and then he's rode down there and he's gone into a pile with sticks and mud, and then he's gone over the handlebars and he's landed on his back with a bike on top of it.
Here, bud. Then explain to him, we'll pop that over him.
We thought because he was like, oh, call an ambulance. So we decided to go down there, but we thought he was just joking about it. And then we got down there, we took the bike off him, and then he stood back up and he was okay. He got to the top of the hill, then he started shaking, so he laid down on his front, and then he said, definitely call an ambulance. So I decided to call 111, and then we got you here.
Harvey's mum has arrived. She's understandably distressed.
Are you feeling sick at all, Harvey?
The lack of feeling below his waist suggests his spinal cord may be in shock. If it is permanently damaged, it will be life-changing.
What are we going to do when I get to the hospital?
Well, all this is precautionary, okay, it's because you've come off your bike doing a bit of speed, so we want to make sure you're all right. So it all seems quite dramatic, but we do it for the same circumstances for exactly the same people, so there'll be quite a few people flapping around you in a minute.
I think I've broke my elbow.
Well, we'll sort that out, okay? We'll make sure your back's all right first.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Elbows and arms, they all heal nicely.
Yeah, they're fine. I'm just bothered about my legs.
You'll be all right, mate. You'll be all right.
We need to be quite careful with Harvey about how we evacuate him, given the nature of his injuries. So we're just waiting for the local mountain rescue team to come with some specialist kit. So they have what they call a vacuum mattress, which is sort of designed for people who need total immobilisation over more extended periods of time that you get in evacuation from more remote spots like this. So they'll put him into that and then load him onto one of their stretchers and carry him off down the hill to the aircraft.
Before Harvey can be moved, he's going to need some serious pain relief.
Oh, I'd love to get off this hill.
Won't we all?
They're giving him morphine. It is crucial Harvey is kept immobile to prevent further injury to his spine.
What I suggest we do is ambulance staff go this side of him, you stay with the head, and we'll bring him up to kind of 90 degrees-ish, and then the MR guys can slide the mattress in, and then they can assist him over onto it. Does that make sense?
If we straighten that right arm for him so that his arm's right up, and then that'll just create a bit more.
So what are you, just so we all know what injuries have you got?
Thoracic spine.
Yeah. That's it. Left shoulder.
Left shoulder, maybe. Yeah.
Left elbow.
Do you think there's a bony injury to that elbow?
I'm not sure. There's some swelling there to his hand. It's hard to.
Just take some more out.
Possibly.
Just wondering if we got a SAM splint.
No, not too, but.
It don't do any harm to put a splint on it, does it?
It's going to be flopping, isn't it?
And it's left, isn't it, that?
Yeah.
Broken bones can move, trapping nerves and vital blood vessels. The medics will splint Harvey's arm before he's moved.
We're going to lift your arm, and Sister Stephanie is going to bandage you up. All right?
Yeah.
We're going to hold your left arm, all right, and we're going to turn you onto this side.
Yep.
All right, so you're lying facing me instead.
It's time to move Harvey.
All right, on my shout.
Yeah, ready.
Ready, steady, move. Just relax.
You all right, mate? You all right?
Okay.
You good?
Ready, steady, move. Well done. Oh, we get to see your face now.
It's a bit muddy.
We know that.
Harvey will now be immobilised, ready for his trip to hospital.
Basically, this vacuum mattress is filled with tiny polystyrene balls, and when you wrap it around something and suck the air out of it, it moulds to the shape of the body. So unlike using a hard scoop or spinal board, which is not very comfortable and also doesn't give you sort of total support, this will have now been moulded to the contours of his back, so it will support his entire back, and it also stops him from moving.
What started as a simple ride-out with friends has gone badly wrong. It's possible Harvey has life-changing injuries. 2 hours after the fall, and there is no sign of sensation returning below his waist.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, lift.
Felt down the back with my fingers down the spine, which was painful, and also to the sides. Good feel down his legs again, just palpating with my hands. Couldn't feel me touching his legs. Pinched his feet, drew up the soles of his feet with my fingernail. Couldn't feel that either. But he was fully conscious. He was quite happy throughout. Bless him. He's just very grateful.
The mountain rescue team's wheeled stretcher smooths Harvey's ride out over rough terrain.
I've got a paediatric trauma call for you. He's got what appears to be a thoracic spine injury with neurological deficit below the site of the injury. He's also got a left shoulder and wrist injury, He's had some morphine, he's had some ondansetron, he's been immobilised in a vacuum mattress, and we're just making our way to the aircraft now.
When we get to the hospital, we'll hand over to the trauma team. They'll be waiting for us, and then they're going to want to have a proper sort of top-to-toe look at Harvey. I would imagine he's probably going to go for a scan or an X-ray, just to find out if there's any kind of bony injury.
It's a 15-minute flight to the James Cook Hospital in Middlesbrough.
Yeah, that's 99 on approach, James Cook.
Roger.
Is there any sign of security?
Yes, security are on the thing. Barriers are now going down.
Okay, mate. Happy to proceed?
Yeah, barriers are down. Yeah, that's 99 landed.
It's my normal. Oh, underneath it.
A full trauma team is waiting for Harvey in hospital.
Coming out, buddy.
He and his mum face an agonising wait before they find out the full extent of his injuries. Remote Swaledale has some of the wildest, most unspoilt scenery in the Yorkshire Dales. It's a magnet for walkers, but when something goes wrong in this rugged landscape, you can be a long way from help.
Okie doke, no worries. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Job!
Paramedics Andy and Kit are heading to an accident on a farm near Reeth with pilot Lee.
You guys all right in the back? Yeah.
It's a 12-minute flight.
Okay, so I've got it as a village, Reeth.
It's around there somewhere. It's a what through words dress. Looks like it's on the footpath to the north-east of the village.
Is it a car crash?
No, it's a cow attack.
Cows are obviously considerably heavier than people, so if a cow stands on you, then internal injuries can be quite significant.
Early reports suggest 2 people have been trampled by cows.
I'll get you as close as I can, mate, but clearly we have an issue, and that's cows. So,
Indeed.
Pilot Lee is aware the helicopter's powerful downdraft could panic cows below and spell danger for their injured patients.
I've got 2 people signalling at 1 o'clock low, near the tree.
Understood, yeah.
Tree in the river, yeah.
Good spot, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to come down the valley into that one and then just land short of the tree. There's a bit of a lip, so I'm just going to go towards the lip and then just land slightly long. Okay, so I've got power.
Left.
You clear on the left?
Oh,
yeah?
good, yeah.
Thanks,
Well
mate.
clear the fence, well clear the wall.
All right, hold stick. Right, guys, we're down. Cool. And you clear out.
First out is Andy.
Can't see any other cows.
No, I'll do a quick recce when we've shut down.
Coming.
58-year-old walker John Doyle and his wife Mary are injured and shocked but remarkably still standing.
Are you husband and wife or partners? Or? Yeah. And you've just been out walking?
Yeah.
And just describe to me what's happened.
We came over that thing and we got to that sign and we were trying to get back to Reeth.
Went through that gate?
And we were attacked by a cow.
OK, it didn't come running towards you. Is it trodden on you? Has it knocked you to the floor?
He's battered.
Has either of you been unconscious?
No.
No. OK, now let's just have a little feel of your pulse. Do you think we can get you sat down? Is it painful to sit?
I've done something to my chest.
Can we attempt to get you sat down?
Yeah, sure.
John is dazed and in pain. His body has been trampled by a cow weighing more than half a ton.
It will feel low. Which side of your chest is it that's hurt? The front is the front. Is that where they've stood?
Hiya. Is it this herd here that's attacked you? Yeah.
It's a hefty beef herd, protective females with nursing calves. Kit spotted a worryingly large hole in the fence.
Is the worst of your pain in your sternum? Is that where it's the worst? Okie doke. It's going to be a trip down to the hospital. All right.
Andy's not taking any chances. Trampling injuries can kill. Around 4 people die every year and dozens more are injured.
Just make sure you guys are okay. Mary, can I just have a quick feel of your neck just while we're getting another blood pressure from John there, okay? Have you got pain where I'm pressing?
Yes. Oh.
Whereabouts is it worse?
It's worse down and across.
Down and across around here?
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know if it's my shoulder blade, I don't know.
Yeah.
Local paramedics have arrived to assist.
Hey, all right. How you doing? Yeah, good, thanks. This is John and this is Mary.
Hi Mary, how John?
They've both been knocked to the floor by the cows in the field, and the cows have stamped in various spots. We've got an open, quite a big laceration on the ankle there, but a little bit hypotensive at the moment. Just repeating that blood pressure. Mary's complaining of right-sided sort of scapular pain, and when she's breathing in it's worse, and that's about where we're at the moment.
The couple are both teachers and retired just 2 weeks ago.
My phone's in that field. All right, buddy. I don't think we're retrieving it.
They were looking forward to new experiences, but their first venture has gone badly wrong.
We should be cow secure now.
Awesome.
Can I do anything?
I'm just going to pop a little line in, I think. It's sternum injury. I can't see any marking on it, but there is significant pain.
John's breastbone is broken and his blood pressure is dropping. He may be bleeding internally. The medics need to work quickly. Mary has a suspected broken collarbone.
Just a little scratch. Okay.
Do you want to support your own arm, or do you want me to put it in a little sling?
Put it in the sling.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you something just for the pain. Okay. It's paracetamol, but it's intravenous, so it works a little bit better.
Just check that pulse, Tom.
I think we will, yeah.
I'll get the tab ready, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pilot Lee is preparing for a rapid takeoff as soon as their patient is aboard.
NS Medic 1, it's just a quick update. 2 patients. Patient 1's an adult male. Lacerations, chest injury. He's been briefly hypotensive, so we're going to fly him to James Cook. Patient 2, adult female, with a couple of lacerations. She's going to go by land. Hospital choices to be confirmed as yet.
There's a pain on the outside of the ankle?
Outside on the inside, yeah.
Is there? And is the pain up around here?
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to put a little wet dressing on the ankle, get a bandage on it, and we'll get a splint on your ankle. Are you able to lift your leg for me? That's perfect, thank you.
I think it might be broken,
Possibly. I think, yeah, it looks like you might have an ankle fracture, particularly on the outside of it. So this is just tightening around your foot, okay, so it won't let it move.
Andy is giving his patient morphine for the pain and tranexamic acid, a drug to help stem internal bleeding.
So we put our stretcher here. It's all right. The easiest way for us to take you to hospital is laying down, I'm afraid. Okay. That's right.
What we would like you to do is, if I sort of tilt that, do you think you'll be able to shuffle? How's that foot feel, all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Sure?
And then if you're able to shuffle across this way.
I can't put any weight.
If I pull you, ready? There we go.
If we just try you lying flat on there.
John is in a lot of pain.
Is that a lot more uncomfortable?
Oh. Ready, steady, lift. Perfect. So around the front of the helicopter. And then round to the back. So we're going to pivot round, so John's going head first into the helicopter, okay.
Trauma pre-alert for you. 58-year-old male. Time of incident about an hour ago. He's been knocked over and trampled by cows. His main complaint and injury has been trodden on the sternum. I can't see any obvious bruising or deformity there, but he's complaining of a bit of difficulty breathing and significant pain on the area.
It's been a frightening experience. Mary will be taken to A&E by road. The helicopter flight will save John a lot of pain and discomfort.
Clear left.
The time by road to the hospital was an hour and a quarter. It's going to take us in the end about 15 minutes, so we're going to arrive some way ahead of the land crew and John's wife, who's also been involved in this incident.
All clear on the left? All clear left. Still good.
Doctors at the major trauma centre at James Cook Hospital will take over John's care now.
Right, John, how was the flight? Okay?
Perfect. My chest is pretty sore.
Okay, doke.
The team hope X-rays will reveal the cause of his low blood pressure and his breathing difficulties. He may need surgery. There's not much downtime between rescues, but when there is, Pete and the other medics are kept busy on base.
As well as doing the medical side of things on the unit, we do a lot of the basic sort of maintenance around the base. Obviously, we don't check the actual aircraft, that's the pilot's job. What we do is we do the fuel, and obviously then we do the rest when you see when we're sat in the front, we do the navigating, we do the radios, the logistics side of things.
Inside the hangar, Lisa is checking the onboard medical supplies. They need to be fully stocked and ready to scramble at any moment.
Control formation 24.
On the air desk, dispatcher Andy's talking to a ground ambulance crew.
Just to let you know, I'm setting Top Cliff off on this detail. I think we might get there just before you, but if we don't, just let us know if we need it or not.
Clearing. Yeah.
The team are being scrambled to the A19 between York and Teesside. Lisa and pilot Colin are headed for the scene of a serious crash with paramedic Pete.
1012, yeah, that's the Barnsley regional pressure.
Today, Lisa is navigating for pilot Colin.
It's on A19, this Pete.
All right.
Just east of Northallerton.
They're heading to farming country. A tractor and a lorry have collided.
It's the side of that ridge where the wires go, by the looks of it.
They're over the location in just 9 minutes.
Yeah, there's
there is on the right side, isn't there?
Traffic's still flowing though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like carnage.
Not yet.
Or has it tried to do a U-turn? I think there's an ambulance there, Pete.
There's something, isn't there? I spent a dent in that truck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, pull it down, clear to go.
Pete faces a risky crossing of a 70-mile-an-hour dual carriageway. The fast lane is blocked by wreckage. A 20-ton lorry is smashed into the back of a tractor, overturning it and shunting it across the central barrier. Local paramedics are with the tractor driver.
How are we doing?
This gentleman's got himself out of this tractor.
Yeah.
I hadn't established what speed this wagon was doing, but obviously a fair old speed to push him over, but I haven't spoken to the wagon driver yet.
Right.
But, initially, he's just complaining of some lower back pain.
Right.
So we'll
lucky,
continue.
isn't
He is, definitely, yeah. So no seatbelt, there's no seatbelts in the tractor.
That's fair enough.
He's got himself out the back window to this point here.
Right.
He's got one, a graze on right on top of his scalp. No neck pain feeling down his neck.
While you're doing that, if you get back, let's have a quick chat with this guy. I think he'll be out just in case if another DCA coming.
As we were coming into land, we can see that the HGV's got quite a massive intrusion into the passenger part of the cab. So we were expecting to see quite significant injuries, really. So at the moment, we're thinking it's a better outcome for the patient. But sometimes, until you actually get hands on and have a really good close look at the patient, shock can hide those initial injuries.
How are you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm fine. The left side of the lorry's cab took the brunt of the impact. The driver has escaped major injury by a matter of inches.
So you've not been pinned by out? No, your dashboard's not hit you out like that?
No.
Good. Any pain anywhere?
No. Just shocked.
I'm not surprised, mate. Bloody good job always sat there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right. He's all right.
Any idea what kind of speed he was doing?
He's not sure at the moment. He's not bothered about getting to Ripon, but...
I was doing 30k.
Yeah. It's not that fast, 30k, 20 mile an hour. Which way were you going?
I was just turning off here.
Right,
so indicating to turn off.
Right, so he's come up behind you.
Yeah.
So he's pushed you all the way onto this side.
Yeah.
Let's get you back at ambulance, have a quick look at you in there, mate.
50-year-old farmer Dave Henry's tractor cab ended up just short of the oncoming traffic in the opposite carriageway. Pete wants to check him over.
The driver of the tractor's self-extricated, walking wounded. Is it back at DCA? It's just giving him a check over.
Right, mate, let's have a quick look around, all right? Do a quick head to toe on you.
Dave is feeling shaken. If he suffered a blow to the head, he could deteriorate quickly.
So just first, any pain when I'm touching you there?
No.
Okay, down here?
No.
What about there? That hurt?
Dave is showing signs of possible head and back injuries.
Okay, shall we get a scoop on him?
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah. Just relax yourself out. You have to lie flat, I'm afraid.
I'm a bit cold, sorry bud. I just put something down there.
There we go, we'll pop something under your head.
There you go.
I've been very, very lucky. As you can see behind, the tractor's been knocked completely over. He's got a little bit of pain in his back and sort of around his shoulder blade area. So as a precaution, we've immobilised him. And the crew are going to take him to James Cook.
Dave, a father of 2, has been lucky to walk away from this accident with his life.
An additional problem would have been, had the impact been hard enough, that the tractor could have been pushed into the northbound carriageway where it's got a long, straight, fast road, so you can see there's traffic moving up there. If that had happened with someone coming in with no time to brake, that could have caused a really nasty accident.
He'll soon be on the road to the nearest major trauma centre, where his injuries will be fully assessed. On the other side of the Pennines, 2 of the team's patients are now making good recoveries at home in Ormskirk. John Doyle and his wife Mary will not forget the day they were attacked by cows on a footpath in Swaledale.
Got to within about, I would say, 1.5 meters, 2 metres of us. This cow, and Mary was just started talking to it, said, "Oh, hello," and then it just put its head down and charged directly at Mary. So I was just screaming and shouting and doing everything I could to try and get the cow away from Mary, which fortunately I was successful in doing. Unfortunately, it then came and did the same to me.
It's a really funny mixture of we were very unlucky, but we were very lucky. You know, it was unlucky it happened, but it could have been so much worse.
John broke his sternum, 2 ribs and his ankle. Mary broke her collarbone. Both were discharged from hospital the same day. Very grateful to the Air Ambulance.
There's such a great combination of calming you down, but also not trivialising what's happened. Yeah, I just thought they were amazing.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Limit 99, Alpha lifted 5 to the east from Topcliffe, leaving traffic.
Paramedics Ant and James with pilot Colin are heading to North Yorkshire, and they're in a race against time.
Dash from 99, we've lifted from Topcliffe, routing to Helmsley.
A woman is suffering a life-threatening allergic reaction.
It looks like it's pretty clear down there, actually.
Still got no other info. Still don't know what the other info were that was sending.
Has it not come through?
No. I mean, to be honest, it said 34-year-old female unconscious, anaphylaxis, had a EpiPen when I read it. What more do you need? Not exactly.
44% of British adults now have an allergy of some kind, and for a small but growing proportion, their conditions are severe.
I'll go to the little field just beyond the horses if you're happy.
Dash from 99, we've got visual with scene, we're just preparing to land.
No, Steve. Yeah, go ahead. There's been no update from the crew. I've seen over yet.
Fully down, clear.
Yeah.
Once on the ground, paramedic James wastes no time. Anaphylaxis is a killer. Local paramedics are on scene.
Hello.
In a bedroom at the home she shares with her parents, 34-year-old Charlotte Theobald is barely conscious and dangerously ill.
This is Charlotte.
Uh-huh.
Charlotte has an allergic reaction to everything.
Okay.
Lots and lots of things. She's been in and out of hospital over the last month or so, really bad with it.
She's having trouble with her airway. If they're shut straight away, then that's what she's been referred to Manchester for.
So where does she normally be seen locally? York. Okay.
She's just come out of there on yesterday.
Right.
On Thursday into intensive care, and she was there.
That was my next question. Has she been on intensive care with? Okay. And that was after this last admission.
This last admission, and 2 weeks before that, intensive care again.
Okay.
Started feeling the throat tight.
Yep.
This morning, been going down her own medication line. Found by Mum, semi-unconscious state. Mum's given her her EpiPen.
Yep.
Times twice.
Her stats were really good at 99. It has been
Heart rate of
89 on the machine.
Charlotte, talk to me, darling, if you can. Can you stick your tongue out? Okay. All right, that's good. We're going to look after you. Okay. All right, my love.
James wants to check for swelling. In anaphylactic shock, blood pressure drops and the windpipe swells, cutting off breathing. It can kill.
So, GCS-wise, eyes are open, spontaneous. Yep.
Yeah.
So we've got 4. Can you talk to us at all? Yeah, okay.
Charlotte's mother Katrina gave her adrenaline via an EpiPen. She probably saved her daughter's life.
So, drive time to York from here, realistically? 45 minutes. That's blue light, 45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since being stung by a wasp 3 years ago, Charlotte has been suffering the most severe allergic reactions and regularly goes into anaphylactic shock.
Let's get a blood pressure, let's get ECG on, and we'll look at getting her out. Okay. Yep. So SATs were what, sorry? SATs the 98 now off the oxygen, so that's good. Heart rate's nice and steady. Good. Charlotte, how do you feel now, sweetheart?
Hot.
Hot. All right. How does your throat feel? Sorry?
Tingly.
Tingly. All right, my love. We're going to obviously fly you off to York. All right.
Local paramedics have done all they can, but Charlotte's condition could worsen. She needs to get to hospital quickly.
How are you feeling now? Do you think you can sit up? Do you want to sit up a little bit, do you think? Yeah, in your own time, there's no rush. You've been laid down for a bit, so just sit up to a normal seating position, all right? Any itching at all on your chest? How's your reactions normally present?
Usually swelling.
Swelling in your lips and your face?
Okay. And neck.
Have you had that today? Is that why Mum gave you your EpiPen? So, okay. All right, darling.
Tongue swelled slightly.
Yeah. Okay, all right. How does that feel now? Does that feel, other than a bit tingly in your throat, does that feel less?
It's less swollen.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, we've given you some chlorphenamine as well, so that should obviously help with that, and we've given you a steroid as well. So, all right. So you've had the full bag of mashings. Take my hand if you want. Nice and steady, darling. This lady's now fully conscious and able to mobilise. I'm just thinking we might be able to sit her up, but I'd just like some means of being able to get her off if need be.
I'll just have a look.
Charlotte is lucky she wasn't alone. Each time her body reacts in this way, it is life-threatening. Worryingly, on this occasion, there was no obvious allergy trigger.
We're on the DCA now, mate. We'll be heading round in a second. Feel okay? Oxygen levels are all good, heart rate's good. All right.
It's if you're heading up to the doctor's surgery, Kelly.
999.
A quick blood pressure as well, darling, again. All right. Just saves me having to bother you in flight then, really. I'm hoping he's managed to get that gate open. Otherwise, we might be in trouble. I don't think you'll be up to hurdling a gate, will you?
Pilot Colin is readying for a quick takeoff.
I think she'll step inside, Ant, to be honest. So just got to get to there where my colleague is. All right.
At 34, Charlotte is a young woman, but these attacks are exhausting and debilitating.
Watch your head on that. That's it. Lay yourself flat, sweetheart. Just going to strap you in and then we'll get you sat up, okay?
The air ambulance will get Charlotte to York Hospital in under 8 minutes. She'll be closely monitored by James all the way.
So that's just going up your nose there, all right. That comfy? Yeah? Perfect. Right, how are we feeling now?
Just tired.
Just tired, all right, sweetheart.
It will be Charlotte's 3rd time in hospital in a month. This time, she may be in for an extended stay. It's the morning brief at RAF Topcliffe, and pilot Owen is bringing paramedics Andy and Paul up to speed on the weather.
Doncaster's cow okay, and Leeds, even Leeds is cow okay. So what a lovely day.
Cav OK is pilot speak for glorious.
We're all happy with the weather? Good.
It is August bank holiday in the Yorkshire Dales. They are full of walkers and day trippers. And when the Dales are busy, the air ambulance usually is too.
Okay, there's nobody out there to the left. We'll just go off to the south and then turn towards the west. Roger. Happy? Yep.
Pilot JB has Andy and Paul airborne. They're being called to the picture postcard village of Burnsall on the fast-flowing River Wharf.
So I've been asked to attend a place near Bolton Abbey for a person who's fallen. Sounds like they've either broken or sprained an ankle, so obviously at the side of the riverbank, it can be quite difficult for land crew to get there, so what we need to do is we need to go and have a look and see how easy the access will be.
So we're going to have a reservoir on our right hand side, and that'll be a lead in that we're getting fairly close to the target. I suppose if we track the river upwards, into the hills? Track the river up the hill. Okay, and basically we'll just see what we can find.
The local mountain rescue team are also on their way.
What's that white down there? There's people in white there. That could be them. Yeah, I reckon so. All right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go in there, if you're happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy. Right, that's the plan. Okay, I think that position will do, and I'm landing on. Sheep running towards the aircraft just at the moment. We'll soon move. Okay, you cleared out the aircraft. Roger that.
A Dales volunteer worker has been trying to help their patient.
The lady concerned's about another 100 metres down here.
Right, okay.
She slipped down the riverbank, and I think she's probably broken her ankle.
58-year-old Liz McBride is holidaying in the Dales with her husband Mick. She's slipped and fallen heavily down a steep bank.
Hey up, how are we doing?
Not so good.
What have you done?
It's broke.
Okay. I don't want to take your boot off just yet. Just want to see what sort of thing we've got underneath here.
Paul can see Liz's ankle is swelling rapidly. It's not a good sign.
Medic 1 for medic 2. Yeah, go ahead, mate. MRT have just got on scene. She's just coming up to have a chat with you.
Yeah, no worries. We could do with like a vac splint and a cement inox if possible, mate.
Roger. I'll grab that and I'll get up to you.
Cheers, mate. Right.
And now you're going to cut me new socks, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am.
Oh dear, that's gone, hasn't it?
Well,
is that one of your new socks?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you some gas and air. Yeah. Okay. Just enough so we can splint your leg. All right. Now I've had a look at it. I'm reluctant to touch it until I've given you some pain relief. All right, because I don't know what right hook you've got.
The fracture itself is no joke. Liz has fallen mercifully short of the river, which, while beautiful, has dangerous undercurrents and a history of claiming lives.
So she's quite fortunate she didn't actually go in. Looks like she's snapped the bottom part of her lower leg. So the tibia and fibula that's at the bottom has broken, and it's causing her a lot of pain and discomfort. At the minute, she doesn't really trigger the major trauma at all, so we don't need to go to James Cook or Leeds or anything like that. Are you ready then? Yeah? Okay, if you don't want to look, just close your eyes. All right, because sometimes looking at it can cause it to hurt a bit. So I'm just going to lift it up nice and gently. Does that feel all right, Liz, yeah?
It's a nasty break.
I can feel it moving in my hand. Okay, so, can you feel me touching your toes?
Yeah.
Does that feel numb? It's not numb or anything like that?
Feels a little bit numb, but I can feel you.
Paul is checking blood is still flowing to her foot.
Sorry, sweetheart. You all right? Are you sure?
There?
Yeah, I think so. So what this splint will do is we'll take all the air out and it'll just mould around your foot. All right, it's a bit comfier than putting in one of them box splint type things.
Now her boot is off. Paul can see that Liz's ankle is broken in several places and is dangerously floppy.
Sorry, Liz.
We're just trying to support it from outside the splint so we can get it all wrapped.
You can kick me if it hurts too much, honest.
To prevent damaging vital nerves and blood vessels, the vacuum splint will keep the ankle immobile.
I can feel that now.
That feels better, does it?
We're not going to get much more air out of that way. There we go.
So, does that feel all right? It feels a bit better actually when I'm moving it. Okay, good. So, how's your pain at the minute?
It's starting to hurt.
It's starting to hurt. Okay. If you want to keep taking some more of that, feel free. If that's not helping and the pain is becoming unbearable, please do let me know because I'll give you some morphine. It'll mean popping the needle in the back of your hand. Okay.
Liz is stoic, but the pain is beginning to tell. Mountain Rescue will stretcher her out, up the steep bank.
All right, nice and relaxed for me. This is where we watch MRT fall into the river.
It won't be an easy rescue. Paul is giving Liz morphine for the pain.
Okay. You're all right. You'll not fall off. There we go. So you just shuffle. You had to support a leg with you.
You want this lifting up?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, just sit down there first, Liz.
I was on an access duty picking up litter, as it happens, when I heard this cry on the other side of the river. One of the members of the public on the other side was pretty quick with his phone and rang for an ambulance, and I trotted round to see what had happened, and yeah, she'd properly hurt it. It was really swelling up badly.
Everybody ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Mountain Rescue do a fantastic job out here. I mean, yes, we could have struggled considerably to get her through, but these guys just make our job a lot easier. And to say the volunteers, they do an amazing job. So we've given Liz a little bit of morphine, which obviously is stronger and it lasts a little bit longer. I'm quite happy at the minute that her ankle, although it is fractured, because I can feel it crunching in my hand, there's no major vascular compromise. And she can feel it, although a little bit numb, but it may well be the fact that she's had her foot held in that position for quite some time.
Liz has broken the major weight-bearing bones in her ankle and needs hospital care.
Hi, it's Paul, one of the paramedics from Helibed 99. We've got a female who's been out walking and she's stumbled. I think she's got a closed distal tib fib fracture, but obviously because she's coming in by air, we have to let you know that we're coming in.
How long are you going to be?
I'd probably say about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on when we can get an ambulance to take us round. All right, love. Thanks.
Pilot JB will get them to the nearby Airedale Hospital in just 4 minutes.
Okay, lift into the hover. I'm going to go over there a bit. Yep. And then helipad out of here. All okay? All good.
Liz's fall has brought an early end to her holiday plans. She'll soon be in surgery, but it could take months before she's fully recovered. 15-year-old Harvey Wiles underwent extensive tests after he fell off his bike and lost all feeling below the chest.
Just relax.
At 10 p.m, 6 frightening hours after his fall, sensation finally began to return to Harvey's legs. His spine had gone into spasm. After an overnight stay in hospital, he fully recovered. Tractor driver Dave Henry had a lucky escape after being hit by a lorry and shunted across the central reservation on the busy A19. A CT scan in hospital showed no major injury, but he did suffer whiplash. He was home within a few hours. Charlotte Theobald was lucky she was at home when she suffered a severe allergic reaction.
I remember I was upstairs with my mum, and I think I went to stand up and I just said to Mum, I don't feel too good. And then I think my mum said that I just went unconscious.
At York Hospital, Charlotte recovered well and was soon home.
It really takes it out of your body, and I feel really emotional, like it just hits you of what's happened and what you've been through and what possibly could happen again.
But her allergies are severe, and anaphylaxis is something she has to learn to live with.
Perfumes, aftershaves, smells are going to be around all the time, but it's me managing that on a daily basis and, you know, protecting myself and just carry on taking medication that helps to dampen down the symptoms.
Walker Liz McBride broke her ankle in 3 places after falling down the steep bank of the River Wharf. She underwent surgery to pin and plate the complex fractures and spent 5 days in hospital. When lives are on the line,
Are there any obvious injuries?
these men and women will risk theirs
The lad who was driving got blood coming out of his face.
to save yours.
RTC truck.
They deal with the most serious injuries.
The patient is described as bleeding heavily.
Directly below his ear. There's a lot of blood there.
The most critical illnesses.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
The 2 Yorkshire Air Ambulances cover Britain's biggest county.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof.
Oh yeah.
He's got a big cut to his head.
5 million people rely on them
All right, sorry, sweetheart.
to deliver cutting-edge emergency medicine.
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
At high speed.
If you can activate your major hemorrhage protocol.
Every day brings high drama.
Approximately 50-year-old female who's fallen in the shed on a garden fork.
High emotions.
The A19, it's a bit of an accident black spot.
He's got a lot of pain lower spine and he's also extremely tender C-spine.
Okay.
And high risks.
The patient is not a known epileptic, so doesn't normally have a fit.
Definite shaking about.
Falling at the moment.
Cave rescue, element 99.
Gardening is a national pastime, but Britain's favourite hobby is also one of our most risky. 300,000 people are hospitalised after a gardening accident every year.
Air desk speaking.
On the air desk, a 999 call is coming in from South Yorkshire.
Right, I'll divert him. Cheers, mate. 1199 from air desk. Can I divert you to a job in Penistone? Over.
Penistone? Where's... What, south? That's Sheffield, yeah? Yeah, Sheffield, mate. Yeah, Pete, Penistone as in Sheffield, yeah?
Paramedics Gav and Andy were returning to base. Not anymore.
Yeah, A-firm, you've got a 50-year-old female falling on a garden fork still stuck in abdomen, over.
Oh, on a what? Fell on a fork, I think she said, and it's stuck in her abdomen. As in a fork that used to eat. A brilliant, or a garden fork, maybe. Also, we'll get some more information en route. If it's a garden fork, they're long, aren't they? So there's potential that the penetration into the abdomen could be quite deep. And obviously, the deeper we go into the abdomen, we go through the muscular tissue into some organs of the body. You know, that's quite a nasty injury.
Yeah, no resources at sea. DCA is 4 minutes RRV2. Sounds like the patient is a 4-pronged garden fork. It's still in the abdomen.
The patient is impaled and in danger of severe blood loss. Local paramedics are yet to reach her.
But no, she managed to get a fork in her abdomen, unless she's tripped. The state should be coming up on your right now, Andy, just over the pylons.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to land in this little apex here.
Visual with DCA.
I'm just going to parallel the mate into that field.
It's going straight over, yeah?
Yeah, if anything happens, we'll go left.
Okay.
No way. I just got there with the walls down. You happy with that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Pilot Colin brings them down just a few hundred yards from their casualty.
Okay, free down.
In the back garden of a house in Penistone,
hello.
Andy finds their patient.
Now then, what's her name, sorry? Tara. Hi, Tara. Okay.
Incredibly, 50-year-old Tara Parks is still standing, with a garden fork embedded deep in her abdomen.
So, there's no way of getting a stretcher through here, is there?
Yeah, there's a side here.
Yeah. Should we get the stretcher down? Yeah, I reckon stretch her down and we'll just get we're going to have to sit her down. Yeah. And have her sit her down just till it keep it in the same position, aren't we? How's she manage that?
I had her upside down and she walked in shed. So she fell on it. You know, while it was upside down. But then she managed to lift it up and hold it.
All right.
The only way into the garden is by a narrow and uneven passageway.
I'm going to try and get her on here and off to the hospital, mate.
Yeah, just sorry from Medic 1 there. We've got approximately 50-year-old female who's fallen in the shed on a garden fork. Plan at the minute is to do a conscious IO because there is no IV access. TXA, some ligdocaine, and then transport her to Sheffield Northern by road over.
Tara is in agony. Andy must administer pain relief directly into the bone marrow in her arm using a drill called an easy IO. It's normally used on unconscious patients.
Just let go of the fork.
Let go of the fork. Everything's fine. Relax. Okay. Relax.
Well done.
Perfect.
Is that it? Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Don't move that arm.
Well done. That's the worst bit.
This is just to numb that shoulder when we give you something down it. Okay.
One movement could cause catastrophic internal injuries. The fork must remain immobile. Putting her on the stretcher will be a delicate and dangerous process.
I want to sit in and put blanket. We'll get blankets all underneath her, yeah?
The fire service are on standby to cut off the heavy-duty wooden handle. Removing the fork would risk fatal hemorrhaging.
We're just going to see if we can move her as it is without in situ, without having to do anything, yeah? All right, because we don't want to cause any extra trauma to it. So we're just getting some pain relief on board, and the plan is we're just going to get her sat on here. All right.
Is the impaled into the fence?
No, she's not into the fence. No, she's just she fell in there and got herself up, holding it. Has walked over here and just sort of stood holding it at the minute. It's just supporting the weight of that when she sat down. It's how easy could you take it off without causing a lot of?
I got told you.
Just like
no easy, to be honest.
It's going to cause a lot of vibration, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll have to use adhesive. So.
Yeah, I think for now we'll just have to leave it in as it is for the minute. I think. That's just in case you can be sick. All right.
Tara is a nurse, and even through the pain is acutely aware of her predicament.
Yeah, just giving her some Andantotron now, yeah.
The situation is becoming desperate. The length of the fork means she can't be flown to hospital, but the team can't waste any time getting her to surgeons. Tara's son Josh is relieved his mum is getting the help she desperately needs.
Got home from school and I come in to see Air Ambulance across from my house, and then I come into my back garden where I find my mum surrounded by paramedics with a pitchfork sticking out of it. I don't know how it happened, but it's just what I found when I got home.
Are we ready to make a move, do you think? Yeah?
Yes, get a move.
Right then. So we're going with plan with sitting semi-recumbent. You can, won't we? We're just going to support it, okay? Can we just want a minimal amount of it? We're going to get you sat on here. Want your bum on here, all right? Couple of little steps forward. You're doing really well. Well done. That's it. And then we're going to swing round a little bit. When you're ready, you need to face your shed to your right, okay? Nice and gently. Keep going.
Inch by inch, Gav guides Tara towards the stretcher.
You know what you're doing really well. That's it. Keep going. That's it. Really well done. That's it.
One false move could be fatal.
I want you to very, very gently. I'm just going to hold you back of your trousers. You're just going to lower yourself onto this seat, okay? We're just going to come with you. All right. Really well done. That's it.
Lift it up.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it. We've got you. That's it.
Lift it up.
Let's just put the back up a bit more.
There,
that's it.
Handle.
Right, just get
the handle.
Your hand. Right. Right, listen. You just go.
At last, Tara is on the stretcher. Andy's alerting the Northern General Hospital, 14 miles away.
Be a bit more lateral, but it isn't, is it?
She's a GCS of 15. All her observations, her blood pressure was like 138 systolic. All her other obs were okay. She's conscious. She's had an iode put in her left shoulder. She's had some TXA 1 gram, 4 milligrams of Andantotron, some morphine, and she's just having a bit more morphine now.
Morphine?
No, by land, so we'll be about 20 minutes.
Morphine, push.
Tara's ordeal is far from over. Between her garden and the ambulance is a narrow, uneven path.
We're going to start to move out across your garden. It's going to be a little bit bumpy, so you scream as much as you want to scream, okay? All right?
It will be a tricky operation for the medics to get her to the ambulance without moving the fork. Her life may depend on their care. In a garden in South Yorkshire, medics are battling to extricate 50-year-old nurse Tara Parks. She's been impaled through the abdomen on a garden fork.
So we're just going to have to take it nice and steady, aren't we? All right.
Tara has been inched onto a stretcher. But with the fork still embedded, one jolt could kill her.
We're going to start to move out across your garden. It's going to be a little bit bumpy, so you scream as much as you want to scream, okay? All right. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do we have 2 on this end, actually?
Yeah.
And we'll get 2 at that end. We've got 5 minutes in the hand as well. Okay. Are we ready? Is everybody to move?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move. Ready, steady, move. We'll just go a bit at a time.
Well done, Tara.
Andy, we have to support this manually going. There's no way of supporting that any other way.
Supporting you as well with that?
Yeah.
Any movement of the fork could cause potentially catastrophic internal injuries to vital organs.
Yeah. Okay. Bring it round.
Get in there.
Yeah.
She's walked into the shed and tripped up. That fork was fork side up and she's gone straight onto the fork, and it's obviously penetrated her abdomen. All the obs are looking good. There's a bit of blood around the fork, but the best thing is not to remove the fork. She's going to need to go to the theatre for that, and we're going to crack on and get her to hospital.
Right. Oh, there's a couple of little bumps here. Hang on a sec. You good there, yeah?
Nice and slow.
Yeah, I've got it.
The medics can't risk flying Tara to hospital.
Are you driving?
It's 20 minutes by road to the Northern General in Sheffield, where Tara works. The journey will be fraught with risk.
Just steady away. Yeah, we'll get a set of obs.
It don't matter.
All right, fella. Right then.
You guys all right then, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'll take this and I'll see you.
See you there, mate.
So we've got on scene, and there was an RLV and a DCA there, and the lady was stood up against a fence holding this garden fork. So it was quite a tricky one really, because she wasn't able to walk out, and it was quite a tricky extrication because it was very narrow down the side of the house. And also we don't want to remove the garden fork because that can maybe exacerbate the bleeding, because as the fork's in situ it could well be stemming some of the bleeding, and if you take it out it could make it significantly worse. But eventually they managed to get some access with a conscious IO, give some morphine and some TXA, and she's gone by land to Sheffield Northern.
So there's nothing else we need to do. So airway's good, breathing's good. We haven't physically checked his chest. I am, but she's not complaining of any difficulty breathing or shortness of breath. No. And you're not struggling to breathe, it's just pain, isn't it?
Tara's vital signs are remarkably good.
Her SATS has been all right, hasn't it? Really on the job.
There's no sign of internal bleeding, but that could change at any moment.
GCS of 15, aren't we? Yeah.
At Sheffield's Northern General Hospital, Tara's colleagues are ready and waiting. She'll be taken into surgery immediately.
Is he conscious?
Yeah.
It's late afternoon on the air desk,
Yeah, sorry, get him out.
Alright, so just tell me exactly what's happened.
and a motorist is on the line to 999 operators.
Come on, it's over. There's another car in bits and that, it's an old man.
Right, okay, so where exactly are you, please?
Please.
Dispatcher Tyrone is scrambling Helimed 99 from the Topcliffe Air Base.
A19 at Ingleby, Northampton.
Whereabouts on the A19?
Cheers. 3865. Not applied yet.
Pilot Harry is at the controls.
Clear area departure over the traffic lights. Roger. Everyone happy? Yep.
Paramedics Daz and Sam are on the case.
Okay, 101. There are a few birds there just on the... yeah, roger.
Harry will have them there in just 12 minutes.
NS99 has lifted, routing towards Northallerton. We're going to an RTC on the A19 for car versus lorry. We don't have much more information than that at the moment. The A19 is a bit of an accident black spot. We often have some very serious collisions there. Sometimes they prove fatal. So there's obviously sufficient information on this call to make our dispatcher concerned of the allocated us to attend.
Visual standing traffic. Yeah, visual. Traffic's still moving down the southbound. So chances are, yeah, so it's a northbound accident. So chances are I'm going to put it in the field next to it.
Looks like it's right by that bank of trees, doesn't it? To the...
The crash has happened on one of the busiest roads in North Yorkshire.
99's overhead scene. We're just looking for a place to land. Yeah, it's a truck on its side, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no police there, that's why the traffic's still going past. We need to land this side really, because we don't want to go across an exposed carriage around the far side. Yeah.
So I'm going to make an approach, and if I end up hedge hopping, then so be it.
With traffic still moving, the team are struggling to find a safe landing place.
The patient's actually just down here to the left. I'll get you over.
What do you want to do, Sam? It's your call.
Can we get out of that field over the other side of this road?
The other side of the road?
Yeah,
not really, no, there's no access out of this either.
I'm just thinking avoiding any fences.
At last, Harry brings them down safely in a roadside field.
Yeah, leave us all down, Sam, clear to go.
Thank you all. 99's landed, please.
On the ground, a small van and a 7-ton truck have collided at speed. The truck has snaked across the carriageway, and flipped onto its side.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Local paramedics are treating 30-year-old Pierce Grimmer. He has the most serious injuries.
He's got a lot of pain in the lower spine and he's also extremely tender C-spine.
Okay. Has he come out of that lorry?
Yes.
Self-extricated?
He was the passenger, that's the driver.
Right. Has he got himself out?
He has walked, but he's not. He's feeling a bit woozy now. He feels heavy.
All right.
And pain in this elbow here, so I was just going to try and give him some pain relief.
Pierce, hello. Where's your pain at the moment?
In my neck and my head.
In your neck, okay. Just try and take some deep breaths for us. Just nice, slow breathing down. Can you remember what happened?
I just pulled out and then me on the side.
Have you got any tingling anywhere?
Left arm.
Okay.
In my hand.
Anywhere else?
Left leg.
Okay. I'm just going to loosen this collar up a little bit because it's digging in your head. Can you just keep a hold of his head where it is?
Sam fears the tingling may be the sign of a spinal injury.
What I want you to do is I want you to keep your head still, okay? I'm not going to put that brace on because it's moving your head into a position I don't want it in, okay? So should we just pop Scoop on floor and just get him to lie on the scoop that way then? Yeah.
Pierce was trapped in the overturned cab along with the driver, who is unhurt. Police are trying to establish exactly what happened.
You got pain here in this leg?
Yeah, a little bit.
Were you able to stand on that leg when you stood up?
Yeah.
Passing motorists helped Pierce and the driver out.
There was a car pulled over and he was waving like that, so I just stopped. And then they were in the cab trying to get out, so it just helped smash the windscreen so they could get out. It didn't smash very easy though, it was quite hard. But he was panicking, so we had to try and get him out. And then just lay down. They started going all lightheaded.
So can you shuffle your bottom to here for us? Just bring your feet round.
I'll get your feet.
So you just got to get yourself off this curb now onto this bit here. Good man, that's it, well done.
You're all right.
That's it, brilliant, well done.
Now just go with it, just try and relax back, all right?
You want the head now or?
I'll get it.
I'll take it.
The medics are immobilising their patient on a rigid spinal stretcher.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Just relax
You got his
your
head?
legs down.
Pierce is the manager of a delivery company. It was an ordinary day at work until the accident happened.
Wiggle both your toes for us.
There's 3 patients, all self-mobilised from their vehicles. One's been immobilised and assessed by Sam now. The other 2 are sat on the curb and just been assessed by a road paramedic.
Squeeze my fingers. This hand. Squeeze it as hard as you can. Where does that hurt?
It's going right down the arm.
Right down your arm, okay.
Pierce's movement down his left side is worryingly weak. Sam wants to get him off to hospital quickly.
Just one on each corner, please, guys.
Are we all right?
On Dazzy, shout then, guys.
We've got 3 patients. All 3 have self-mobilised from their vehicles onto the roadside here. The 2 guys from the caddy have sat down there and they're both a bit shook up, I think, by the incident, but don't appear to be in any pain. And the gentleman, unfortunately, has got back pain, so Sam's just assessing now. And hopefully we'll be sending him off with the DCA to James Cook Hospital.
The medics are amazed that 4 people walked away from this crash. Pierce's injuries, though, are causing concern.
I'll ring trauma desk for this patient.
Yeah, okay.
Are you happy with everything?
Yeah.
Hello, can I give you an update regarding our patient who's going with the DCA 1768 to James Cook, please?
Yeah, hold on, just bringing up. Is this the one off the A19?
Yeah, so we've got a 30-year-old male who was a passenger in a lorry that's rolled over onto the central res. He's self-extricated prior to our arrival. He's a step 2 spinal pain with abnormal neurology. He's got paresthesia in his left hand and left foot. So yeah, he's going with the cruise James Cook.
Yeah, Roger.
These guys are really lucky, given what's happened here today. Our patient was the passenger in the front of the lorry, and he's managed to climb out of the lorry and managed to self-extricate over to this verge. Obviously, there's a lot of adrenaline involved in these sort of things. He's probably quite shook up at the time, and that can sometimes mask people's injuries. So when he subsequently got here, he's actually complaining quite a lot of pain in his neck, and he's not able to feel down the left side of his body, which is a little bit concerning to us because that could indicate some spinal damage and some nerve damage.
Pierce is going by road because carrying him through a hedgerow and over a wall to the helicopter could worsen a spinal injury. The major trauma centre in Middlesbrough is a 15-minute drive. Back in South Yorkshire, another of the team's patients is making a remarkable recovery. Nurse Tara ended up an emergency patient in her own hospital after a freak gardening accident.
I was carrying it upright like that and tripped over the threshold here as I was going into the shed and tried to sort of throw this out of the way, Unfortunately, the handle of it went into the spokes of the bike wheel, which made it stay upright like that. And as I've carried on falling forwards, I've then fallen on top of the fork, which impaled into my abdomen.
Her fork's prongs are still covered by the syringes surgeons used to protect them in the operating theatre.
I thought I was going to die there and then on the top of the fork, and all I could think about was that my children were due home from school and that they would find me dead in the shed. So I knew then that I had to do something to try and help myself. I managed to somehow find the strength and managed to work the handle of it free from the bike spokes. And then I just stood with it still in my abdomen, but with it sitting on the roof box like that.
Unbelievably, she dialed 999 herself.
Just the relief that my phone was in my pocket, and that I knew that I could get some help, was just unbelievable.
Surgeons at the Northern General discovered previous abdominal surgery meant luck was on Tara's side.
As the fork's gone in, it's hit the scar tissue, and the scar tissue has kind of acted like a little paddle and moved all my organs out of the way. So although it had gone in quite deep into my abdominal cavity, luckily, because of my previous surgery, it saved my life.
And she has no wish to become a gardening accident statistic again.
In terms of carrying forks in the future, I would definitely keep the fork facing downwards, probably at arm's length as well, just in case I did trip.
At RAF Topcliffe, in between emergency call-outs, Andy and Paul are on sluice room duty.
It's just taking the pride in what you do and the unit that we've got, and cleaning really is just one of those basic things which needs to be done.
We work together a lot, me and Paul, so we tend to do a lot of this. Or should I say, Paul tends to do a lot of this when I work with him. Don't you, Paul?
Yes, sir.
Staff. Oh, got a job, Paul.
Helimed 99 is being scrambled to Malham Cove. It's a 30-mile flight for pilot JB.
Got a departure to the west towards Malham, out over there and turn right.
Very good.
All okay?
We are clear left.
Yep. Lifting.
The Cove is one of Yorkshire's most spectacular and remote landmarks. The huge limestone cliff is popular with climbers and walkers, but its beauty belies its dangers. There are few details. All the team know is that a walker has collapsed at the top of the cove and suffered a seizure.
20 minutes, 27 miles. The call taker states that the patient is not a known epileptic, so doesn't normally have a fit. We're going to keep going straight on here. We've got a gap through the cloud there. There's a couple of reasons why it could have happened. One reason is they could have had a drop in their oxygen, so they become hypoxic. Other reasons it can happen, it can become hypoglycemic, so, you know, such as a diabetic, head injury, infection. They could have a tumour that they don't know about. There's all kinds of reasons why somebody could fit.
The unseasonable weather is getting worse. It will be cold and exposed at Malham Cove and could spell danger for their patient.
There's a DCA just coming up the road now. Got police.
Yeah, there's a note just gone in. The caller is waving at you, so you're somewhere in the vicinity, in a limestone area.
There's loads of people, but there's loads of people on top of Malham Cove.
And loads of limestone.
And loads of limestone.
I tell you what, I'm just going to come down here and then we'll hover taxi.
In front of them now, they're wearing black and red.
Black and red? I'm not going to land on the path. I'm going to land up on the hill a little bit.
I've seen them.
Oh yeah, I see them waving now. Yeah, got it.
Black up there. I'm not going anywhere yet.
No. I'll get out just in case anyone comes close.
Okay, mate, you're cleared out.
Pilot JB has brought them down close to the patient. Paul is out first.
Yeah, mate.
My lad is down there with us, so he looks to have fitted.
Okay.
He's not hit any rocks, so we caught him just before he dropped.
Did anyone see him fit?
Yeah, we had hold of him while he was fitting, so we just kept him still.
Okay.
We've kept him in the same spot. He's got a history of back problems. and brain surgery.
So you were having a fit, were you?
Yeah, he was having a fit.
Shaking, definite shaking about him.
Oh, I'm foaming at the mouth, yeah.
Right. Now then. All right, mate. All right. I'll just try to get to you safely.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't want to become a casualty myself, you know what I mean? Can I pass you that, mate?
Andy's patient is lying on the weather-worn limestone pavement, a petrified prehistoric riverbed at the top of what was once a waterfall bigger than Niagara.
What's your name?
It's Andy.
Oh, right, I can't forget that because my name's Andy as well.
25-year-old Andy Elsender is smiling, but he's had a full-blown seizure.
So what's occurred?
Like a collapse.
Yeah.
So I've got a condition where the cerebellum sits in the spinal cord, and it's happened a couple of times. I don't think there's any more pressure there, but it's still every now and again, and I think.
So essentially, you've got a brain.
Yeah, Arnold Chiari
condition.
Yeah, it's scoliosis.
Okay. Okay.
I often have.
But apart from that,
low heart pressure, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay, and so you've come up here today and then you've had... Do you fit a lot or...?
No, it's maybe, I think, 3 times in my life.
Oh, right, so you've come up here today and you've decided to have one up here.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Andy is keeping the mood light, but he needs to assess his patient immediately.
Can you catch that?
I'll throw it to you, all right?
It won't break if you drop it, so don't. Oh, he's broken it.
A good throw, but a poor catch.
Paul has brought a storm tent to protect them from the worst of the weather.
Cave Rescue, Element 99.
The local cave and mountain rescue team have been called in to help carry their patient across the uneven rocks.
Bob that over you, mate. Bob that over him, over yourself as well. Yeah, Paul, he's had a fit about 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
He's only had 3 fits in his life. If you sit down on it on rock, guys.
Yeah, good, thank you.
He's not hurt himself. He reckons he can stand up. I've just done a BP sitting. But what I've said is I'm not going to start moving him until we know what's going on.
Andy's readings are good, but there may be a serious underlying reason for a seizure of this severity. The medics are keen to get him off to hospital.
4.8, that's good.
This lad's had a fit for about 5 minutes, but thankfully he's come round. Sometimes people don't, but most of the time they will actually come round from a seizure, whatever cause it might be. So Andy's just currently assessing him, just make sure that all his observations are okay.
So you've not had any COVID symptoms?
No.
Do you think he'll walk down?
Yeah, mate, I think so, yeah. We'll get him up in a minute. I'll do his BP, mate.
Yeah, the cavalry's arrived.
It's the local mountain rescue team.
Hey, guys. I think he'll be able to walk with support.
Okay, good.
I don't know, is that the nearest place you can get your vehicle?
Yeah. We can get him down that step 50 metres and it's an easy walk if you think.
Okay.
Stretch the other side at wall in case we have a problem.
Okay, yeah.
And then let's just go from there then.
So, I've got a full set of obs, mate. All looks good.
Okay.
I'm just going to get him a stand up and do a BP whilst we dry under here.
What we're probably going to do is, because the cloud's coming in, we can't really relocate him in the aircraft at the minute. So we're going to, with support, walk him down to the footpath and then onto where their 4x4 is, and hopefully be able to relocate back to you guys. Over.
Stand up straight.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Here next to my foot. Can you get it out?
Right, just get in a good position and then we'll do your blood pressure, mate.
The last thing paramedic Andy wants is his patient to become lightheaded or suffer another worrying seizure.
Not much change from when we were sat down.
Oh, that's good.
Happy days, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, Paul, we're coming out. Hello, Mummy, is it like, it's nice and toasty in there. We'll just walk over with you guys in case he has a bit of a do. We're out.
Sometimes seizures occur with no warning. Andy is lucky it happened here, and not on the precipitous route to the top.
Witnesses state when he fitted, his arms and legs were shaking and he was foaming at the mouth and eyes were rolling, so it does sound like he's had a definite generalised tonic-clonic fit. So I've advised really that he should go up to the hospital. He's able to walk, his blood pressure's good, all his obs are looking good. He's just making his way across that field to the mountain rescue 4x4 and they're going to liaise with the ambulance crew.
It's steady progress. Andy may be feeling much better, but the scale of his seizure is concerning. At RAF Topcliffe, the crew spend up to 12 hours a day on high alert in a wartime control tower. The day can drag until the scramble phone rings.
I've got a job for you, mate. And it's somebody who's fallen off a horse, but they're in a rural location, and basically we're not going to get any injury information, and they're saying that she's not fully alert. Crew's 14 minutes away. I'll ask for an update while you're en route. Okay.
For paramedics Adi and Andy, this is a familiar mission.
Everyone happy? Yep.
LS99 was lifted and headed to Scarborough.
Okay.
It's estimated there are 850,000 horses in the UK. More than 4 riders die each year, and hundreds are injured. And the air ambulance team care for up to 100 annually.
No, I wouldn't get on a horse. We attend horse riders, I should imagine, at least every week. Patients quite often suffer head injuries, spinal injuries, can fracture their pelvises, and there's obviously their limbs to consider as well.
It's a 20-minute flight for pilot Harry, but it sounds like the patient already has help.
There's an ambulance just arrived.
I think we've got a visual, maybe possibly top of this tree line as described as something light in the spotted forest.
LS99 visual with the DCA preparing to land them.
DCA's virtually with them. Okay, so I'm going to put you in the field just with the DCA there on our right if you're happy, AD.
Yes, happy.
The accident happened on the edge of woodland just outside Scarborough.
Hello, love. Hey up.
Veteran horsewoman Rita Pickering was out riding when her horse bucked at a gate. She's shivering with pain.
So what we're going to do then, Rita, I think we'll get you packed up and onto the ambulance.
How far have you come?
From the gate down there.
Have you come often before?
Oh yes, it's only the third time I come off her.
Do you remember it happening? You remember the gate?
I remember the gate being on.
Yeah.
Rita's been riding for 71 years, and despite her previous falls, refuses to give up.
No talking, just breathing, thank you.
She saddles up 3 times a week and rides out with a friend.
Have you got any pain in your chest when you take a deep breath?
No, only down here.
You got a bit of pain there. Have a little feel. So is this where most of your pain is?
There.
Just there. And you didn't have that pain this morning when you started? Okay. We'll give you some painkillers for that and it'll help with your breathing, and then you probably won't be quite as breathless.
It looks like Rita has broken several ribs, but she could have more serious injuries. She's going to be driven 7 miles to the local A&E.
That's minute one. Doesn't look like there's anything major trauma-wise, and she's going to go by land to Scarborough.
Rita's had a lucky escape.
She's obviously quite a fit lady, which has probably helped her, and hopefully her injury's just minor, she'll recover quite quickly.
The team are returning to base to await the results of Rita's x-rays. Her days in the saddle may be over. North Yorkshire spans an area of almost 3,500 square miles, from rolling dales to rugged coastline. All covered today by paramedics Paul and Andy.
Who's medic 2 today?
On standby at RAF Topcliffe.
What's good?
There's an emergency in Swaledale, one of the most remote parts of the Dales.
We're off for a male in his 50s who's been on a bike. I'm not sure if it's a push bike or a motorcycle bike. He's come down a hill and he's either slid off or he's crashed into something. Just looking on the map, and he's absolutely miles away from hospitals. So you've got places such as Darlington, which are probably the closest, but if he's got major trauma going on, he'll need to go to James Cook Hospital, which is, as the crow flies, 39 minutes away, and that's about a 15-20 minute flight for us. To drive there, you're looking at about an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes.
The accidents happened on a steep hill near the village of Keld. It's a popular area for cyclists.
Oh, there's somebody waving. You see the house down? See where the white van is travelling up the road? Yeah. There's a woman and there's a group of cars. Yeah. So somebody was waving there.
Pilot JB is homing in on a holiday and camping complex, but there's no sign of a patient.
I'll keep it running. You can have a chat if you want.
Andy's off to talk to the locals.
Thanks, came into a house just round the corner.
All right, yeah, I'll just let him know to shut down, smashing. Cheers, bud. Yeah, shut down, mate.
No COVID issues, mate. I'm a firefighter. So we've come off the top bank, right at the top, the very top bend.
Push bike, yep.
Yeah, very top bend. Basically, there's an issue with his brakes, and he's literally just gone at approximately 15, 20 miles an hour straight into a solid brick wall at the top.
Oh, right, yeah.
Flipped up and over and into the field.
Hey up, fella. Yeah, we're flying around looking for you.
Thanks for coming.
Where do you guys work then?
I'm retired, but I was in the police.
All right, yeah. Whereabouts?
Durham.
All right. And where are you a firefighter?
I'm firefighter up in Paramedics. I was police as well, but firefighter now.
Tri-services, eh?
Paul Hume and his mate Lee are 65 miles from home on Tyneside. Paul's lucky to be alive.
Your mate says you've been coming down the hill.
Yeah.
Your brakes fail because it's wet and minging and steep. Straight into the wall.
90-degree right-hander. I thought it was a grass verge.
Yeah.
Like a high one.
Yeah.
But it was covering like Yorkshire stone bricks. I hit that.
Okay.
Gone up in the air, hit a fence and then came down.
Yeah.
I obviously smacked the back of my head.
Yeah, you've gone over, haven't you? Did you flip over the wall then?
Yeah.
So you've hit the wall and gone over it?
Yeah, my bike's ended up actually over the wall, over the fence.
So, were you knocked out?
No.
You've managed to hobble here?
Yeah.
Where are you hurting?
My leg.
Yeah. Head all right?
Yeah.
Chest all right?
Yeah.
Take a big breath in for us. Move your arms. They feel okay?
Yeah.
Does your back feel okay?
Yeah.
Does your neck feel okay?
Yeah.
So the main thing is the leg?
Yeah.
So where's the main...
There. It's
here.
like an open wound there. Yeah.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Who bandaged it then?
Lee.
Oh, you did?
I don't know whether I'm shaking with shock or with cold.
I think you're probably a bit cold. Have you got any warm gear with you? I mean, you probably won't, will you?
Paul's leg has been professionally dressed, but Andy needs to see the wound. His patient may need surgery.
All right, it's a good wound, isn't it?
Yes.
You're going to have good stitches on that, mate. I'll just put that back on. See that, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
There's no mobile phone signal out here, but as a firefighter, Lee knew exactly what to do.
I managed to descend down to the hill, spoke to a local neighbour. They've allowed us to use the telephone, and we're in a fortunate position to be able to call the ambulance service to be able to help Paul. We're acutely aware of the stress on the emergency services at the moment, but we're in a really, really remote location, so we're very, very thankful for you guys to be able to come out.
Paul's injury is deep, but not immediately life-threatening.
It's a good one, that, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
You need a bit of cleaning up at hospital, as that fella. I'm not going to do it without you.
Okay.
So, does the calf feel okay?
Yeah.
Are you able to extend your leg, like a leg extension?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about flex your foot? Yeah. Do you do a lot of cycling then?
Yeah, I've done about 7,500 miles this year.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just oozing. It's quite a deep wound, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It needs cleaning out, that, and stitching.
Paul was doing almost 30 miles an hour when he came off, but he won't require a flight to hospital. He's well enough to go by road.
You're preaching to the converted here for like wasting people's time.
You're not wasting his time. At the end of the day, what's happened to you could have been a lot worse, couldn't it?
Paul's top-end racing bike wasn't so lucky. It's a write-off.
I don't think you're ready for this part.
Go on. Oh, it's cracked. It's crikey.
Sadly, yeah.
Wow. You were lucky.
Yeah. You couldn't have escaped.
Is it carbon fibre?
It is, yes.
There's no fixing it.
That's a big structural fracture, I'm afraid. Yeah.
It was only £5,000, it's not to worry about.
What? £5,000? Wow. I think you can go by land and we'll take you back by helicopter. I think that might be more appropriate.
The cost of the replacement is going to be painful for Paul.
I think you'd rather your bike broken too than yourself though, wouldn't you?
Well, can I have a think about that?
A ground ambulance is on its way to take over Paul's care.
I came up at like 50 miles an hour. I've got a scratch on my leg.
Around 100 cyclists die each year on the UK's roads, and Paul dealt with some during his police career.
I think I've been quite lucky, to be honest. The frame looks like it's almost smashed in half, which isn't great, but at least I'm okay. I'm just glad I'm not more injured, but I won't give up cycling. It's great. I haven't crashed many times, fortunately. This is probably the worst time, but it won't stop me cycling, no.
Paul's off to hospital in Darlington, but not before he thanks the local woman who took him in.
Apologise for the mess, mate. I've got blood on the towel, unfortunately.
It's the kind of happy ending the air ambulance team like.
To say he's walking around after potentially coming off and hitting a solid structure as the wall at 30, 40, 50 miles an hour and causing the damage to his bike, he's done remarkably well to actually come off with a leg injury. But obviously he had a helmet on, which obviously if you bang your head it can save your life. Just because they've been riding 15, 20 years and they've never fallen off doesn't mean you'll not fall off that once, and this just goes to show Paul's an experienced rider and he's come off and fortunately he's managed to literally walk away from it.
Paul's heading off for x-rays and a lot of stitches. Pierce, the lorry passenger injured in a crash on the A19, suffered whiplash and severe bruising and required 6 months of physiotherapy. The new driver no longer works for the company. Andy, who suffered a seizure on Malham Cove, didn't require any treatment in hospital, and the cause was linked to an existing medical condition. But he'll never forget an eventful day out in the Dales.
Everything was normal. Me and Rachel set off, and then once we got to the top, that was when I started to feel essentially like a faint feeling, lightheaded. And then I just remember, I think, grabbing onto the side, and then that was it. And then from then on, it was a bit of a blur.
But it hasn't put him off the great outdoors.
So when I have incidents like this, it just makes me want to kind of carry on with life more and more. And so me and Rachel since then have been up and climbed Ben Nevis together in the snow. So for me personally, just try and prove to myself that I can, do these things regardless of circumstances.
So is this where most of your pain is?
Veteran rider Rita broke 3 ribs and was kept in hospital overnight for observation. But she returned home and within a month was back on her horse, Maisie. Cyclist Paul, who hit a wall in the Dales, needed 6 stitches in his leg wound, but was soon back in the saddle. His damaged bike has now been repaired. It's life-saving emergency medicine, as you've never seen it before.
The reports of a male who's in cardiac arrest, and without any action, the patient will die.
When survival can be measured in minutes,
Sorry, sweetheart.
seconds count.
He's fallen 30 foot from the roof. Oh, yeah. He's got a big cut to his head.
And what happens in the first critical hour can mean the difference between life and death.
We're just going to go to sleep. He's not looking particularly good.
This is the story of one real-life emergency, as it happened in one terrifying morning.
So it's significant damage to the inside of that car.
Minute by minute.
Arron, this medicine we're giving you now, it might make you feel a bit freaked out, but it will get rid of the pain, OK?
Making difficult decisions.
Is that left foot going to come out, or am I taking his left foot off?
In an impossible situation.
It very much looks like we're going to have to chop his foot off. So we kind of need everything very much prepared.
We'll be hearing firsthand from those on the front line, living it as they did, every step of the way.
Time is absolutely critical to these patients. The deteriorating trauma patients might only have hours or even minutes to live, and that time needs to be used wisely.
This is Helicopter ER, Critical Hour.
Ready to move, and off we go.
It's a cold October morning at the Yorkshire Air Ambulance base. The team are preparing their kit and the helicopter for the day ahead.
On the HEMS team, we tend to work in pairs, so we have one paramedic that works in the front of the helicopter and one that works in the back, so Medic 1 and Medic 2.
Daz joined the team in 2017. His crewmate today is Al, a 20-year veteran of the ambulance service.
You never know when you come to work, what the day's going to bring. And the longer you do it, one of the things you learn is that bizarre stuff happens and you'll be called to make decisions that you'd never even dreamt of making. That's the nature of what we do.
Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
It's rush hour,
Is the patient conscious?
and calls are already flooding into ambulance control.
Okay, tell me exactly what's happened.
It was a car accident, quite a bad car accident.
Right, okay, is the patient breathing?
Yes, I think so.
What's the address of the emergency?
It's the York Road up to Sutton on the Forest.
I'm going to ask you some questions now, it's not delaying any help. How many people are injured?
Certainly one. You might need a fire engine as well to get this guy out.
Right, okay. These questions don't delay anything. Is he awake?
Barely.
But he is awake?
Yes, he's screaming.
How old is he?
I don't know, I can't see, I can only hear him.
Is anybody trapped?
Yes.
Is he physically trapped, or is it just you don't want to
he's
move him?
physically trapped.
He's physically trapped. I've organised that help for him now. Stay on the line, I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Help's on its way!
When you're sort of dispatched to a job, you actually start thinking about what you're going to do way before you arrive at scene. That's the time when the job really starts because you're already sort of making plans.
Just watch him closer now. If he does become less awake and vomits, you would need to try and get him onto his side or at least keep his airway clear, okay?
It's a bit like being a detective. You have to kind of assimilate bits of knowledge and try and piece stuff together to sort of formulate the plan of what you're going to do.
Flag down the ambulance, and if he does get worse before we get there, call back immediately on 999 for further instruction.
Any time we can spend beforehand, pre-planning, is time we don't have to spend on scene, and that all potentially benefits the patient.
Where are you thinking? Did you say LGI if we go anywhere?
It'll be LGI.
Yeah, LGI, yeah. He's in Walder. It's fairly close to York, but York's a trauma centre, not a major trauma centre.
Back at base,
Thank you very much for the update. Cheers, bye.
paramedic dispatcher Pete has news for the crew.
Just be aware, Brian White is also responding from home. ETA probably 15-15 minutes.
Roger, all received, mate, thanks.
Dr. Bryan is a consultant anaesthetist who often flies with the team. He's racing to the scene from home.
So Brian's going to be there not long after us, isn't he? He's going to be there 50 minutes. By the time we've landed shut down, he's going to be pretty much there, isn't he?
Bryan is a volunteer with Basics, a network of doctors who respond to emergencies in their spare time.
So I work in a rural community where there is pretty sparse cover at times because of simply the geography of it. And I got a call from the ambulance service, and if I can, I will go and attend to those.
Over there, blue lights, just to find right at the nose, about 1 o'clock there. Got those big wires crossing over.
9-9, we've visual, we've seen, preparing to land them.
What I'll do, Darren, is fly up the road and pick either the left-hand field or the right-hand field.
The grass one will be better for muddy feet.
Yeah, and I think both of them have got hedges.
Road traffic accidents are a really good example of where you can get a lot of information about what's happened before you actually make contact with the patient.
The accident's actually past the first set of blue lights and up by the fire engine is, I think.
Just from looking at the type of road, whether there's bends, trees, wet surface.
Pilot Andy needs to quickly get the crew on the ground.
I'm going to go for the non-muddy field. I honestly think the hedges are much of a muchness.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky to bring a patient through there if we needed to.
I'll put it down here.
Yeah, we can always relocate if we need to. We can go to the road, to be honest.
Yes, we could. Right, coming down there now. That's within limits. You're up there out on the right.
It's 7:55 a.m. The team knows that following a traumatic injury, the first hour for a patient is the most critical in increasing their chances of survival. This critical hour began 28 minutes ago.
On this particular morning, the scene sort of unfolded and you could see the wreckage of a car. And I remember thinking that it was a big Jaguar XJ, and this sort of car generally be associated with middle-aged men.
Morning, you all right?
So I was quite surprised to find that the patient was only quite young.
Hiya, how are we doing?
It appears the driver lost control on a fuel spill on a wet stretch of road and skidded into a ditch before colliding with a concrete post.
Arron is a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
He's trapped by his legs.
Yeah.
It's impossible for bilateral fever.
Okay. How are we doing pain-wise?
It is about an 8 out of 10, but I've given him 10 now on half day.
Right, okay.
His pulse size is 140 pulse. 182 over.
114, did you say? Or 140? 140.
Tachycardia is a rapid heartbeat.
When you find a patient with a rapid heart rate, a fast pulse, particularly in a traumatic patient, that can be an indication of blood loss. And that blood could be obvious. It might be that there's blood all over the scene, or it could be much more insidious. Without seeing anything on the outside into your chest or your abdomen or your pelvis, you can lose enough blood to put you into cardiac arrest.
Arron, you all right? Just keep your head still, buddy. How are you doing now? Your legs, do they hurt?
Yeah.
Does it hurt anywhere else, kid? You broke your leg. All right, sunshine, don't worry. We'll get you out, get you to hospital.
Dr. Brian has now arrived on scene and is joining the team.
When I got there, it wasn't carnage, but you could see there was a huge amount of energy being transferred into this car. It was deformed. Part of the car underneath was up into the underside of the car. It was lying on its edge in a gully, so access to it was very difficult. And it seemed to have skidded about maybe 30 or 40 metres.
It's pretty significant damage to the inside of that car.
What did he hit the tree, or why is it going like that?
And the car was a mess.
I think we know, do we?
His pelvis, femurs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fire officer Andy Creasy and his crews are trying to work out how they can free Arron.
I thought this is just going to be a fairly straightforward rescue. We'll take the roof off and then we'll remove Arron. It was only when I saw the amount of intrusion that we realised that this was going to be a long and protracted incident that was going to take a lot of our techniques to recover that casualty.
Just to give you a heads up, this isn't going to be a really quick one.
Yeah, I understand.
That leg's entrapment, we're going to have to do it bit by bit, so we're going to have to take a piece out and see what we've got.
Arron was trapped quite severely in this vehicle.
Having a look in, I could not see where his legs were going. The car seemed to have moulded around them. The gearbox was actually sitting on top of his legs.
The mechanism was quite significant, so there was a lot of damage to the front end of the car, which straight away thinks, that damage and that force has gone somewhere. Potentially that's into both of Arron's legs and further up the body into his pelvis and potentially back as well. We could see both these femurs, and we thought one of them was potentially broken just on a visual inspection, but we couldn't see his lower legs.
Yeah, so just a quick initial update. This gentleman's strapped in the car, driving speed, trying to be working on the limit.
The average male holds roughly about 5 litres of blood in the body. So if you've got a fracture to your either pelvis or femur, or what we call a catastrophic bleed, there is a potential to lose your whole sort of blood volume into one of those spaces.
It's Tachy 140, bilateral femurs, he thinks. I haven't had a look at him yet. He's had some morphine, he's had some TXA. When you've got somebody that's trapped in a vehicle, there's some things that you want to just tick off in your head. So first of all, are they alert? If they are alert, that's a good sign. That means they've at least initially survived what's happened. But the alert patients are the ones with the most to lose, and just because they're alert doesn't mean that they're not poorly.
Just get this blanket round you, buddy, all right?
It's nearly an hour since his accident, and Arron's chances of survival are getting slimmer with every minute.
Arron was in agony, and we were just really mindful that Arron's condition should deteriorate. And I say should because the energy involved in that crash was immense.
And what was also concerning was we wouldn't be able to rapidly extricate him from the vehicle. So if he did take a big turn for the worse, it was going to be very difficult to treat him. And this was a kind of fairly grave concern.
Andy, we will be transporting this chap.
On a country road near York, paramedics Daz and Al and Dr. Brian are fighting to save a driver trapped in his wrecked car.
The update is GCS 15, tachycardic 140.
Arron's heart is beating very fast. This could mean that somewhere he is losing blood.
Bilateral femurs, he thinks. He's had some morphine, he's had some TXA.
It's 40 minutes into the rescue operation, and freeing him is taking time he may not have.
It's really difficult when you arrive on scene seeing somebody suffering, trapped in pain and in agony, and knowing that you can't do much until they're extricated.
Let's get Flexel on and warming blanket and everything ready, so when he comes out, he can go straight into the Flexel.
The longer Arron was trapped, the more concerned I was getting. He obviously wasn't bleeding torrentially, otherwise he would have got a lot worse very quickly, but even a slow ooze, a slow bleed, and would have translated into Arron eventually suffering a cardiac arrest.
I used to have a Jag a bit like this. The V8, is it, Arron?
It was.
It was, probably. Well, it still is somewhere. There's still an engine under there somewhere, buddy. There's a real paradox when you're treating patients between, on the one hand, you need to be detached, clinically focused, make the right decisions for the patient. But at the same time, that patient's probably having the worst day of their lives.
Oh, my poor car.
Don't worry about your car, buddy. You're insured, aren't you?
That's my fucking dream car.
It's all right. We can buy another one. Your insurance will pay for a new one. Don't worry about it. That's what we have insurance for.
Oh, my leg's broken as well.
But we're going to give you something in a minute for your leg. In those moments, you know, they probably need the mum, but unfortunately, that's not going to be me. But I am a dad, so and I can really understand. I can really understand that, you know, that feeling of loneliness and helplessness. Arron, this medicine we're giving you now is called ketamine. Okay, you might have heard of it. It's quite strong.
Ketamine is a powerful tranquilizer. It is also a powerful drug that takes away pain. It's a powerful drug that makes people forget.
It might make you feel a bit freaked out, but it will get rid of the pain, okay? You understand, buddy? So just try and relax, okay?
I didn't want Arron to remember anything of what was going on. He was trapped in a car. He was really, really uncomfortable, in severe pain, and what we were going to do was make that worse in extricating him and moving his legs.
Firefighters are doing their best to prise apart the twisted metal trapping Arron's legs, but are making little progress.
We're going to go for full roof removal, give us full access.
All right.
We're going to start seeing what we've got in a bit more here. It's just due to that entrapment and the way he's on that post, it's not going to be something we can do instantly.
Okay.
This particular vehicle was strong and well built, and in a number of situations that would have been a real benefit to us to use the strength of that vehicle to recover the casualty. But unfortunately, due to the severity of the impact, it made it a lot more difficult because the little bits of metal that we were trying to move were a lot tougher and put a lot more stress and strain on the equipment.
They're going to take the roof off, so in an ideal world I'd want him out and in the helicopter now and on his way to Leeds. The only way he's easily going to come out is going to be backwards.
You feel the pressure of time moving but nothing happening, and that's the tricky thing. If things are happening and things moving forward, things improving, time's okay. But it's when you're stuck and you realise that time is life and that's passing and you can't stop time. Things need to keep going and things need to keep progressing. If they don't, time comes up and bites you.
Brian and the team have no choice but to wait patiently for the fire crew to find a way to free Arron. Paramedic Daz uses the time to have the helicopter repositioned. He knows that every precious minute will count once Arron is freed.
Yeah, but obviously if we do fly, we'll be flying to leave, so we can make sure that outside is optimal.
It's really important to have sort of one person stood back with an overview. So my job on scene is liaising with our air desk and communication centre, passing right information back about patient condition, about what resources we might need on scene, and also looking into sort of forward care.
I would say at least 3/4 of an hour.
Dr. Brian knows that to save Arron's life, they will need to get him out of the car, by whatever means necessary.
Let's go tits up, what are we going to do?
I think they're going as fast as they can, so...
We'll be a rest now, off those legs.
I don't know what we're going to do is the answer to that. Because he's only going to come out as fast as he's going to come out. And we can't do CPR with him as he is, can we?
There felt a great deal of pressure at this point because Arron had been in the vehicle for quite a long time now. The longer a casualty is in a vehicle, the more impact that's going to have.
Hey Arron, let's put these on. Just keep your eyes protected.
At last, firefighters are making progress. This will allow the medical team to get closer to their patient.
How are we doing, Arron?
We'll get some shots.
Is that painkiller working? Yeah. Arron, how's that painkiller? Is it working? Do you feel a bit spaced out, buddy? Okay, that's a good thing.
Some of the Jaguar's bodywork is yielding, but Arron's legs remain pinned by the steel gearbox.
So that one looks broken. Not sure about this one yet. And there's going to be tip-fib fractures as well as that comes out. You all right, Arron? Yeah, good lad. I'm not sure how well it always works, but I try to kind of be as relaxed as I can with patients and try
try and sort of communicate a sort of a sense that stuff's going to be okay. And it's not always going to be okay. But I think in that moment, that's a kind of lie that I'm happy to propagate, because I think the last thing you need when things are bad is to be told they're really bad.
How's his pulse? Still got a radial. Is it still 140-ish?
Ketamine, a powerful painkiller, means Arron is unaware of what is happening and how critical his condition is. Brian must remain patient whilst the fire crews continue to work out the complicated puzzle they face.
I suppose this is the problem of well-built cars.
You know, 15 years ago, this is what they drive the Prime Minister around in. You know, so these are about as well built as you get.
In the fire service, we use hydraulic cutting equipment, most commonly known in the wider community as the jaws of life. That particular set of equipment can be used for crushing metal with an immense amount of force, with numerous tons of pressure.
But Arron's classic Jag is proving too much, even for the jaws of life.
A number of incidents we would go to would take large parts of the vehicle off, so we would take doors, we would take sides out of vehicles, which are fairly straightforward to remove, and in most cases they would open up enough room for us to then release the casualty. This particular incident, due to the way that the vehicle was impacted, that wasn't going to be the case. We had to then try and piece by piece remove parts of that vehicle so we could actually get in and get a better view of that casualty.
How are you doing for the pain, Arron? Is it still sore? Give him another 10. He's had 40 of ketamine so far.
I was really concerned for Arron's condition. 1, blood loss, and 2, temperature. It was a cold day. We were trying our best to keep him warm, but he was exposed to the elements for that period of time and his temperature would be decreasing. And that can be fatal in itself.
The fight to free Arron is preventing Al getting as close to his patient as he'd like.
Have you got kids? Have you used one of these? We need to put a block there now. Yeah. So it needs to go right into his ear, then press that button until it beeps. Okay?
There's a kind of hidden contract, I think, between the emergency responders. You come to rely on people who you don't know, which is a really unusual situation. I can't think of many other aspects of life where you'd completely rely on the abilities of strangers in that way.
We've probably got the space. Great stuff. Now, problem is, some blood in his ear as well there. Lie back, mate. Yeah. All right. Blood in his right ear.
If a patient's bleeding from inside their ear, that can be a sign of a severe head injury. So we're always going to be quite concerned about blood coming out of ears, and especially if it looks like the patient might have bumped the head.
It's 90 minutes since the collision, and the team would now usually have their patient in hospital. But the car continues to frustrate firefighters, and Dr. Brian is being forced to consider all his options.
In the blink of an eye, a patient can deteriorate in front of you for lots of different reasons. It could be that they've suddenly bled from a huge blood vessel within their body that was holding back a clot. It could be that something's happened inside their head and they've had a bleed. In the blink of an eye, things can turn from, oh, everything's okay, to, oh God, this patient needs to get out of the car right now.
It feels quite weak at his radial. It said 100 over 140. Yeah.
It's an hour and a half since 22-year-old Arron lost control of his classic Jag on a fuel-covered road. The car came to rest in a ditch and collided with a concrete post. The impact was so severe that the gearbox and engine were forced into the front of the footwell, trapping his legs.
So it looks like he's got 2 fractured femurs, 2 fractured tib fib, and he's got a weak radial. Where are you going to be going with him, please? We just need them to get him out, really. Yeah.
Working against the clock is something that always plays on your mind, really, especially with trauma jobs, and it's the things that you can't control. So blood loss is one of those things. If we can see it, so we can see it coming out of the body, we might be able to do something about it, but it's that internal blood loss where we can't see where the bleed is. In a pre-hospital setting, that's really frustrating.
Just starting to come out the top of his right boot. Yeah. We've got a little bit of blood trickling out. He's got an open fracture of his left leg, by the looks of it. Probably some fracture to his right foot as well. Daz, get us a couple of tourniquets ready. Just ready.
A tourniquet is a medical device, and essentially what it does is it stops blood flow past the point that you put it on. So we might, in some circumstances, put a tourniquet on but not tighten it up. And we may do that for things like preparing for an amputation.
Is that what? I think it's an open fracture. I can't tell whether it's bone or jeans, but it's got to be open in it, for sure. There's blood coming out of his shoe on the other side as well, so he's going to have at least one open fracture, isn't he?
At last, Arron's legs are clearly visible, but the team are extremely concerned by what they see.
We quite often use the phrase time critical when we're talking about trauma patients, and it's not a misplaced phrase. Time is absolutely critical to these patients. When you've got a deteriorating trauma patient, they might only have hours or even minutes to live. And a situation where we're unable to move forward with the patient can be quite frustrating, because you can see those vital minutes ticking away, and that could be everything for that patient.
Brian makes the difficult decision to risk moving Arron's legs.
Try and drag his right foot out. Again.
Okay.
You grab his jeans or even just pull it towards me.
Okay.
When you're ready, just go.
Right, we've got that out.
Right,
the foot looks good. The tib fib doesn't look massively damaged.
Doesn't really help us with the left side though, does it?
No.
It's his rescuer's first breakthrough, but his left leg remains trapped. It's feared Arron's condition is deteriorating.
We've got the right one out.
Right.
Might have to cut the other foot off.
Who's the seat commander here, fire-wise? Is that left foot going to come out, or am I taking his left foot off?
Make that gap out bigger.
We'll know very soon if we can discharge him.
As a doctor, when you're in a situation such as this and you have to save someone's life, inside you might be a bit panicky, outside it's nice and calm demeanour. The concerns I had for Arron were really dramatic. I was concerned about his life, him dying in front of us. I was concerned about Arron losing his leg.
Obviously, I'll need your advice whether or not this foot comes off. But we'll just give him another few minutes during this bit to see what happens, okay?
Yeah.
Time is running out. Firefighters have just minutes to free Arron before the medical team are forced to make a life-changing decision for him.
Our priority was to get him out as quickly and as safely as we could, but it was evident that that wasn't going to be the case.
It's just the way that the metal's impacted on the side of his legs, so I think we're going to have to try and see if we can spread that apart.
There was a number of conversations between myself and the medical team, which really led us to understand that time was now beginning to run short. The crews really stepped up a level, and I'd noticed a marked difference in the determination of the fire crews at this point.
Do you think his leg will come out of that sort of?
Maybe.
Might take a bit of pulling. We can ram this up again, Steve. Yeah, let's get that.
The fire team use a hydraulic ram to try and prise the car open.
Where did we ram it before, on here?
Yeah, it's right up there.
Yeah. Right, open her up then, lad.
The team uses every precious second to continue to peel the metal away from Arron's leg. If they can't free him, the medical team will have no choice but to make some very difficult decisions.
In an ideal world, paramedics want to be detached, completely objective, and think clinically and in a focused way when it comes to making decisions about what to do with really poorly patients.
So it looks like it goes that way. Brian, what's happened there is it's bent there, and then the leg stroke foot's going back under that way.
But that's not always easy, especially when you have a connection with the patient. And that could have easily been me, in my Jag kind of 20 years ago. And that makes those decisions a lot harder because you feel that connection.
So they're going to try and see if they can push this transmission tunnel.
The fire crews start to reveal a worrying sight.
So his leg's broken just above the ankle and then goes that way back into the middle of the car again. I don't think it's going to come out easily.
In a pre-hospital setting, life over limb is going to be a patient that we think is potentially going to go into cardiac arrest if we don't do something now.
We just keep opening, moving the gearbox away, peeling it away,
just nice and steady.
We're presented with a really difficult choice with Arron.
Problem is now, every time that might create the speed.
It moves that way,
It's just getting him up, so just try and move one, cut a bit.
We could continue to try and free him, but there's always the possibility that he could go into cardiac arrest at any time, and if that was to happen, it would be very, very difficult to treat, and it's likely that he would die.
How are we doing? We still got good radio?
The other choice is also pretty drastic, and that's to free him from the vehicle by amputating his foot.
Try and keep that mask on for me, Arron. Good lad.
It's brutal, scary, frightening, difficult, emotionally really challenging, but it's a decision that has to be made. You have to take a breath and rationally decide whether or not this is the right thing to do to save this person's life.
So it very much looks like we're going to have to chop his foot off. So can you guys assist Daz? We're just getting stuff ready, making sure everything, he'll sort of liaise with you, but we kind of need everything very much prepared so that once it happens, very quickly we get him packaged and out and gone.
The decision to amputate a limb is going to affect that person's quality of life, past that point. And I think in a case like Arron's, really young lad, rest of his life in front of him, as a paramedic, I'm putting myself in his position, and it's really, really difficult, and you almost have to block that out.
How do I separate Brian from being a doctor? You can't do that. You're both at the same time. You're a human being with emotions, thoughts. You're a doctor with skills and decision-making. Decision-making comes with experience. It comes with grey hairs. It comes with time spent dealing with incidents such as this.
Brian wants to amputate as close to the injury as possible in order to prevent any further disability for Arron than is absolutely necessary.
Brian, whereabouts are we going to go? Halfway between. Yeah. Because we need to be able to get under, don't we, all the way around.
One of the things you have to think about is how you're going to amputate somebody's limb. One is with a special saw that looks a bit like braided wire.
But there's a problem. There's no room to insert a scalpel or the specialist saw around Arron's leg. The team must devise a new plan.
I can picture this incident and still run through it almost minute by minute and decision by decision. The impact of something like this isn't just on the day. The impact of something like this lasts with you for potentially the rest of your life. Not just your life, but the life of the individual who you're caring for. Once you've made that decision, technically it's not that tricky. It may sound awful, but the biggest dilemma is deciding how to do it.
The doctor approached me and asked me a question that I've never been asked ever in my career.
The fire brigade carry their jaws of life.
Effectively, the doctor was asking me if we could use the jaws of life to implement an amputation of Arron's foot.
You've got a small ram?
We've got a small ram and we've got a bigger ram than what you've got on pumps.
In a roadside ditch near York, rescue teams are in a desperate fight to free a young driver from his crumpled car.
Come on, let's get on with it.
Right, try that.
22-year-old Arron has been trapped for nearly 2 hours. He is pinned by his left leg, and any hope of freeing it is fading.
I don't think it's going to come out, is it?
There's only one option left, but it's far from routine.
There's a massive difference between an inexperienced pre-hospital team performing a first-time amputation in a ditch as opposed to being done by a surgeon with all the correct tools. It's like getting your local decorator to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. The end result will be a painted ceiling, but you'd be better off getting Michelangelo to do it.
Oh, let's get the warming blanket in. Have we got a blizzard bag as well?
There's no room to use a saw to carry out the amputation, so firefighters have been asked to use their hydraulic cutters instead.
Fire have equipment with them that enables you to extricate people from cars, and these include the jaws of life, which are a big pair of hydraulic jaws that close with enormous force on objects and will cut through them. They're used to cut people out of cars. The pillars you see at the side of a car attaching it to the roof, they cut through those like they're like butter.
Only the fire crew can operate the jaws of life. They're used to slicing through metal, but using cutters to sever a limb is a daunting task they've never tried before.
I would explain to them that Arron would be anaesthetised, he wouldn't feel anything. He would be covered up so they wouldn't see Arron. All they would see was the part of his body where I would want them to apply the jaws of life and cut through, and then they would be removed from the scene. The difficulty is relationships. A fireman on scene will have seen Arron and have had an instant relationship with him. So unfortunately what you have to try and do is remove that. So you're detaching them from the scene. Really very difficult, but it needs to be done to save someone's life.
Arron, hi buddy.
Let that off.
We had some common ground, Arron and I, and it kind of revolved around the car a lot. So we had quite a good rapport, and that was nice because we kind of hit it off and we had that connection, and I think that made it easier for both of us in terms of what was to come.
It's a cold day. Arron has been trapped in the open for 2¼ hours. Al is trying to keep him warm.
Just get this warm thing on your chest, all right, buddy?
We'll try this again as well. Taking it down. If we can get some sort of more purchase on this, that's where we need to go with that, isn't it?
Firefighters are using a hydraulic ram in a final effort to free their patient. If this fails, Brian will have no other choice than to instruct them to amputate.
It's all mashed in with the carpet of the car. So
but all efforts are failing.
When the treatment that's necessary is to do something drastic and something different that you've not done before, like a pre-hospital amputation, it'd be very easy to talk yourself out of that. It sounds a little ruthless, but I think by setting that deadline, that allows everybody to completely understand where we're going and completely understand what the plan is. And I think once you've said that, once you've put it out there, that focuses everybody on the job in hand. Whereas I think if you just said, oh, we'll see how we get on, I don't think you'd ever do it. I think the patient would just die because you just keep talking yourself out of it.
This procedure is so unusual. The more medical knowledge there is on scene, the better. Daz is talking to Helimed 98, which is on its way to the incident. On board is another doctor. When he arrives, he can assist Brian.
Daz, 15 minutes.
It's time to ready the hydraulic cutters. Fire Officer Andy knows what they're capable of.
The Jaws of Life is definitely not a precision tool. It's designed to cut through real, rigid, solid, hard metals. It's not designed in a way to be cutting human flesh. It will very easily cut through the human flesh though, however, it wouldn't just be a clean cut. And the pressure at that point on myself to try and make that decision whether I'm going to change somebody's life forever by agreeing to use our equipment for something that it wasn't intended for was a really difficult decision to make.
I don't want to make a decision to say yes, suit move his foot without trying everything we possibly can.
There are just 4 minutes to go to the second doctor's arrival and amputation.
We've got minutes left. If we don't achieve this rescue within a time frame, then that decision of using the equipment for the amputation is going to have to be taken.
In order to save as much of Arron's leg as possible, and with time against him, Brian has no choice but to conclude that the Jaws of Life are indeed the best option.
We'd resigned ourselves to the fact that we were going to have to cut Arron's foot.
We had identified the fire crew that were going to do it, identified the equipment, got everything ready behind us, counting down the clock.
I'm not a very religious person, but sometimes miracles do seem to just happen.
It moved a bit then. See.
We had a period of minutes to go.
It's definitely moving.
Suddenly, almost magically, stuff just started to move.
Just be aware the car's moving towards you, buddy, as that happens, yeah? All right.
The techniques that they were using suddenly began to work, and the bits of the car started to separate.
And there was a shout from the car.
And it very quickly became apparent that there was a good chance that we were going to be able to get Arron's leg free.
Right.
It's going to come out.
Let's.
It's going to come out, that now. That was quite a relief, I can tell you, because I don't think any of us were really looking forward to being involved in that procedure. I think it's going to come out now.
Felt enormous relief for everyone on scene, but most of all relief for Arron.
Let's have all the tools that we can get out of the way.
Not one of those firefighters during that rescue wavered or gave up.
Let's just shift everything to one side.
I think everyone understood that we'd done the very best that we could for Arron, and the fact that I could stand there and tell the crew how proud I was as an incident commander and how well they'd done their job, I was really happy.
Okay, what's next?
Just get the board in next to him, we'll just transfer him across onto the board. Whichever way is going to be easiest. But
We're going across.
Arron, I'm going to get you out of the car now. I'm just going to give you a bit more of that painkiller. All right, buddy?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So on 3, then I'm going to lift him onto the board. 1, 2, 3.
Finally, after being trapped for 2.5 hours, Arron is lifted from his wrecked car.
The first thing I remember was silence and cold. The windows were smashed on my car, the engine was dead, my music had stopped playing, and there was just no sound at all. And that was really the main memory of the crash.
He's going over to the salvage sheet, guys, okay?
Well, there was a paramedic on scene called Al. Unfortunately, I have so little to remember him by and so much to remember him for.
Head towards the ambulance, so spin him round, spin him round.
I don't remember the trauma of what happened, and I don't feel frightened by what happened or have any flashbacks of what happened. So as much as it annoys me that I don't remember anyone's faces or anything that they did to try and help me, it's a good thing that I haven't got anything bad to look back on.
What do you think about these femurs, Brian? Are we going to put them in a splint or not? Yeah, I mean, that definitely looks gone, doesn't it, the way that is? Yeah. Right, we've got a traction splint.
Once Arron was freed, he looked a lot better than I thought he would do.
Have you got the ketamine?
He's had 220 so far.
He was still heavily sedated, so he was almost unconscious with the amount of ketamine that he'd had. But no, it was good to see him out.
Helimed 98, the other Yorkshire Air Ambulance, is arriving on scene.
Right, guys, we're down.
Yeah, we're going to head first into the back of this one.
Instead of assisting with an amputation, Brian will be asking duty Dr. David to look after Arron on a flight to Leeds General Infirmary.
The handover is difficult because you're handing over somebody's care who you've been intimately involved in.
You're in the helicopter now, buddy, all right?
But with Arron, I handed him over to one of my colleagues, a HEMS doctor, so I knew that Arron was going to get the best care he could do.
Brief will be to move to the field so I don't go back up over the other aircraft. Roger, good left and LGI's in the box.
I had a lot of injuries after the crash. I'd shattered my right thigh, which had to be fixed with an iron bar. My left foot, every bone in it was broken. My left lower leg was broken. Broke 2 vertebrae in my spine. I broke my collarbone. I fractured my skull. Fractured my left shoulder. I was in a pretty bad way.
Arron is being flown to the regional trauma centre.
I saw some landing checks, please.
The road to recovery was pretty long and pretty rough. I was in Leeds General Infirmary for about a month.
Coming down there now, happy with that.
The lower half of my leg, with my foot attached, had been partially severed.
Okay, let's go.
They made a really big effort to try and save everything they could, but after a couple of days they said, we're going to need to start operating. I made the decision to lose my foot because I was told by a lot of experts that it'd be very specialist for me to have a prosthesis made up for just the lower portion of my foot. I just asked to take the whole thing off so I could start walking about and get back to normal as quickly as I could.
There are 2 tourniquets on his legs, but neither of them are tight. It was just in case we needed to remove his foot.
The fact that they exhausted every single measure, moving huge amounts of metal and bending things and twisting stuff to get me out of that car in one piece rather than operating on the scene, I wouldn't be where I am now because I'm still able to drive a car conventionally. I'm able to walk around with a prosthetic that to the naked eye is not even that visible. And even if it's just with a bit of a limp, that's far better than trying to learn to walk again without the use of a knee, without the use of an ankle. It's a good thing they got me out when they did, really. I was absolutely devastated when I found out about my car. It dawned on me how lucky I was to even get out of it at all. And I kind of thought to myself, if I hadn't have had a car like that, I wouldn't still be here. So it didn't really put me off it. If anything, it just encouraged me to go out and get another one, which I've since named Denny. And I've named that after my granddad because without him, I wouldn't have bought the car that kept me safe in the crash. Well, I'm a bus driver now, exactly the same as I was before. It was always my dream job, and I've since got a specially adapted prosthetic which enables me to drive a manual, which is worth its money in gold in my job.
British don't like talking about the feelings very much, and I think paramedics probably like talking about the feelings even less. But I do feel proud to be part of that team that was able to help Arron out on that day.
The most important thing is for us to know that we made an intervention or done something or changed something that has prevented harm. We've done something that's prevented somebody dying. That's the bit that makes me come to work.
I must have been a horrible day at work for them. They turned up, I put them through some horrible decisions, but they managed to get me out and I'm here today, I'm telling a story. I have a huge amount of respect for the emergency services. You never appreciate it until you've been a victim of needing their assistance. And given that I found out that the air ambulance isn't actually funded, it's all charity. Any change that I have, I go into a shop, I see an air ambulance donation box, and all the money goes straight in there now. It's just one of the few ways that I can think of saying thank you to them.